What's going on, everybody? It's your boy once again, the Done. Words not in motion. I'm off today and got a question that came up on one of my posts on Facebook, and the girl asked me, what makes a girl a hoe? So, real quick, let me give you a disclaimer. I'm not woman bashing. I'm talking about hoes. So if you get offended by anything that I say, then you might be a hoe. If you had 2 different dicks from you in a 6-month span, then you might be a hoe. If you're comfortable fucking men with no emotions at all, then you might be a hoe. If she say shit like, what you don't do, another man will, she's telling you that she's gonna fuck somebody else. She might be a hoe. If she says shit like, on to the next one, when it's in reference to a man, she might be a hoe. If every time you go out in public and see somebody that you fucked before, you might be a hoe. If you've even had 2 different dick pictures from 2 different guys in your phone at the same time, you might be a hoe. If you see me dressed like a police officer, then I might be a police officer. You're dressed like a hoe, then you just might be a hoe. If you ever see somebody out and about and you have to think about, have I ever fucked them before? Then you might be a hoe. If you've been recorded by men and they're not your husband or boyfriend, then you might be a hoe. If you have to ask a man, what makes a hoe a hoe? What makes a woman a hoe? Then you might be a hoe. If you got any twerk video on the internet or any picture with your ass pointed towards the camera, you might be a hoe. If you ever uttered or text the word, he can get it, you're a hoe. If majority of your first sexual encounters have been with a guy you haven't went on a formal date with, you might be a hoe. If you've ever been pregnant and someone that's close to you asks you by who, you might be a hoe. If your kids are comfortable around all male strangers, you, my dear, might be a hoe. If men are talking about hoish acts that women do, and you've ever uttered the word, what about men? Men do it too. You, girl, might be a hoe. If you've ever been pregnant and you have to think about who the baby daddy is, or who he might be, you might be a hoe. If somebody brings up the fact that you're not married and you say, I've been proposed to plenty of times by plenty of men, you might be a hoe. If you cheat on your man, no excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts, or any other thing. You cheat on your man, you might be a hoe. No, you are a hoe. If you're a woman, call another woman a hoe, and you've done the same exact act as the woman that you're calling a hoe, you might be a hoe. I ain't picking that soap up. If you've watched this whole video in order to make sure to ask if you've done, doing, or every now and then do, isn't described in this video, isn't mentioned at all in this video, then you, my darling, might be a hoe. Done is the done. Come see me, check me out on Facebook, see the link. Finna chill the rest of my off day, eat some ramen noodles, real shit. P.S. Be on the lookout for part 2, featuring my homeboys.